I mean, this is not a new topic. So this is something old which has been going on for quite some time. But unfortunately, in spite of driving this, we still see the general ophthalmologists, I mean, general physicians or the endocrinologists or diabetologists not giving so much of importance to the screening for diabetic retinopathy. So most of the time, whatever we see, those patients that we see in our clinics or have already lost vision, and there's very little to do. So it's important that screening, there's no doubt, all of us have been talking about the importance of screening in the community before the patients actually lose their vision. So technology is one way we could do it, where what we call as opportunistic screening in all the places where the diabetic patients are seen by using telescreening. We have been doing this for almost since 2003 onwards, but still promoting this to the physicians is still been a challenge, and this continues to be a challenge. So because screening for diabetic retinopathy, it should be in the primary care physician's office because they are the people who are seeing these people at risk of losing vision. And that's why we call it as an opportunistic screening when these patients are going for their routine diabetic checkup. Just like they get their blood investigations, they can get their eye examined as one in one place itself. So people who have good vision, even if you tell them to go to an ophthalmologist, they will not go because they say that their vision is good. So simple screening using the telescreening, where the patient's fundus images are taken, transmitted to a reading grading center using internet, and the retina specialist or the trained grader can grade these images, generate a report, and send it back to the physician's clinic. This is what we have been doing for the last almost 15, 16 years, where we have trained the diabetologist technician to take fundus photos, send it to the reading center. We generate a report. We developed our own software called Address, which helps in grading. It's a semi-automated software which helps in grading, and then a report is generated, sent back to the clinic, and this within a period of 1 to 2 hours the patient will get. Just like how he gives his blood and waits for his results, the eye report also comes. So by the time he goes to see the diabetologist, the eye report is also there. So based on the report, the diabetologist or the physician can refer the patient to the ophthalmologist as needed. This is another thing we have been doing in our Teni district because our mobile vans would go to the primary health center where the diabetic patients usually come for once a week to collect their diabetic medicines. So we have had this thing collaboration with the primary health center doctors because they would not prescribe the medicine to the diabetic patients unless their eyes have been examined. So this becomes mandatory. This has not been possible in all the centers, but we have been trying in some of the PHCs where we have the government support to do this so that every single diabetic who's coming to collect their medicines, their eye examination is done and the retinal status is measured. We also have multiple vision centers. We have about 91 of them, where these are primary eye care centers run by the optometrists, and they do the primary screening just like ophthalmologists would do complete eye examination. And one of them is doing a fundus photography. So recently we have incorporated in about 13 of our vision centers using AI, where the fundus photography once taken is automatically sent to the AI algorithm and the report is generated regarding the diabetic retinopathy status. But in all the other vision centers also, we continue to take the fundus photos, and then these photos are seen by the ophthalmologist in the base hospital. And based on the fundus data, they decide on further referrals. So with all these newer availabilities, earlier when we started, we had only those expensive Topcon cameras, but today we have a lot of these mydriatic and non-mydriatic fundus cameras handheld, and cost has become very, very cheap. There are a lot of development in using smartphones as a imaging device. So this is not a difficult thing. Anybody could do it. But the problem in this whole process has been finding the trained graders or retina specialists time to grade these images. And as Dr. Raji pointed out, there's a lot of inconsistency in grading. So AI has plays a major role with Google. Rajiv and myself have been working, and the Google algorithm displays within a short period of time you get the patient's grading done, and this we use it in all our vision centers in real time, and also in the diabetology clinics where we are doing this screening, where the AI tool has replaced the grader, and within a minute the doctor or the diabetologist is able to get the report, and this encourages them to get it done for every diabetic patient who's visiting them. So in real time, we've deployed it in our diabetic screening, in our vision centers. As I mentioned, about 13 of our vision centers today use this in real time. Though we still are using in the back end, we're doing a lot of check or counter check with our manual grading where we are using AI. So the AI still seems to play a much better or much efficient in most of these situations. And so we've been encouraged to use it in many places. So with time, we will definitely see a lot of this being used, and it will definitely make a big impact if all diabetologists or physicians could screen the diabetic patients. This is just to show how telemedicine is in diabetic retinopathy. In spite of our country, which needs the maximum, we are still low in using telescreening for diabetic retinopathy, while in countries, Western countries like America, they use telescreening for diabetic retinopathy in much more efficient, much more better way. So it's essential to prevent this needle blindness. But I keep stressing that the onus of finding the diabetic retinopathy cases should not be just with ophthalmologists, but it should be with the primary care physicians, with the endocrinologists and diabetologists, who are the first point of contact for the diabetic patients. So this we tried with the PHFI in Tirunelveli district, but unfortunately, as long as we were running the PHCs, we were taking care of the process, was running, but once handed over, there was no ownership to continue the process of identifying these patients in the primary health care centers. So, but this is the way to go unless it becomes a national policy to screen all the diabetic patients in the primary health centers or wherever these patients are seen. This will still remain a challenge for us in time to, for a long
Sorry
time.
to interrupt you, doctor.
Yes.
You can now conclude the session.